Your Riley Factor's on tonight.
If I was one of the families, I'd kiss his sweet bippy and tell him to get the hell out of here.
President Obama walking into controversy as he visits the Oregon massacre town tomorrow. Tonight, we'll talk with some of the folks in Roseburg.
Where are you from?
Yemen.
Yemen.
From Yemen.
Got to be careful of the drone strikes.
The Muslim advocacy group CARE, a little miffed at Jesse Waters for reporting about Muslims. But why? We'll find out. Also ahead, a new study says all this emailing and texting hurting personal relationships in a huge way.
Whatever I don't care. Whatever I don't care.
Caution. You are about to enter the no-spin zone. Factor begins right now. Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. Will Kate's Law ever get passed? That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. As you may know, the Factor has taken the lead in trying to convince Congress and President Obama to pass Kate's Law after 32-year-old Kate Steinle was shot dead by an illegal alien felon who had been deported 5 times. Kate's Law would punish illegal alien criminals with aggravated felony convictions on their sheet, who then come back to America after being deported. They would receive a mandatory 5-year sentence in prison. Now, the law is very simple. If you're an aggravated felon, you defy deportation, you go to prison the moment you're caught here. But passing it is anything but simple. Later this month, Senator Mitch McConnell, the majority leader, will introduce a bill on the Senate floor that contains Kate's Law. But here's the problem. It also contains a provision to take federal money away from sanctuary cities. Same law. They're coupled, twinned. That dooms it, because Democrats will filibuster in the Senate, and a full vote will likely never take place. Everybody in the Senate knows that. So the American people, including Kate Steinle's family, will not get the justice that Kate's Law demands. Now, I've spoken to many senators asking why Kate's Law cannot have a standalone vote. There are a variety of excuses, but bottom line, it's more about party politics than protecting the folks. For the record, Senator McConnell would not take my call. Neither would Senator Dianne Feinstein, a leading Democrat. Those two Americans could make Kate's Law a reality if they had the will. McConnell and Feinstein are the folks we must persuade. We, the people, must persuade them, if you can believe it. So, you may want to contact their offices and tell them that Kate's Law deserves a standalone vote. We've posted their information on BillO'Reilly.com. Please let them hear from you loud and clear. Now, I support defunding sanctuary cities, but I know the Democrats will not do it, and President Obama will not sign it. But Kate Law is a far different story. Any politician opposing strict penalties for foreign felons who defy deportation is unfit to hold office. Unfit to hold office. You can't defend voting against that. Today, House Republicans are dealing with chaos as the new Speaker of the House situation devolves into uncertainty. But the American public is fed up with Congress getting so little done. If Congress can't even pass a simple piece of legislation that would protect innocent Americans from harm and give law enforcement a powerful tool to break up foreign gangs on American soil, if Congress cannot even do that, the USA is in dire trouble. If isn't voted on, just Kate's Law, then it's a disgrace. Because if you stand it alone, it's going to pass. And if Kate's Law doesn't pass, then the world will know which senators and congresspeople are truly villainous. Get the law to President Obama and let history record what happens. Now for the top story tonight. Reaction with us, Dana Perino, co-sub 5. Where am I going wrong here?
I actually think that the standalone bill will not pass the way that it is. And I talked to people on the Senate today. I think that if Mitch McConnell thought that that law could pass,
that all Republicans should vote for the law, okay?
I don't think that's true. I think there are a couple that won't.
Okay. Flake and Lee, the senators, I've talked to them. They will vote yes on Kate's Law.
Okay.
There aren't any other senators that I know of that would vote against it. And they were against the mandatory. They don't like mandatories.
They have a
but with the
principle
words
against it.
aggravated felons in the law, they both told me on the phone they would vote for it. So that's everybody. That's all Republicans. And you're telling me that all Democrats are going to vote against Kate Law? That destroys the Democratic Party.
I think that the calls that need to be made are to the Democrats. Feinstein's office deserves the calls much more than McConnell's office. And I think what McConnell is trying to do is to grow the number of people that would vote for it, because sanctuary cities is actually one where you could get more Democrats to vote for it. But this bill is going to come up on October 20th.
They're going to filibuster in the Senate. You know it, I know it, and everybody in the Senate knows it. And it's never going to get even to a vote. They can't do that with Kate's Law. It destroys the Democratic Party because it's so stark. It's so stark. Any Democrat voting against that is in danger of losing their seat.
Well, if those two senators, Republicans that you mentioned,
Yes.
are willing to vote for it, they should tell McConnell's office that. They could try to re-strategize.
McConnell knows that, okay?
I don't know. I don't think he does.
McConnell wouldn't take my call. He wouldn't take my call. I could have told him that, all right? All of the senators that I talked to, and the Republicans, say they will vote for Kate's Law with the aggravated felon wording put in, which is in. It's in there.
And,
okay?
now if they know that, then they need to have a rethinking of it.
I don't know if McConnell's a villain or not, but I do know this. He knew I wanted to talk to him. Senator Grassley told him, McConnell, I wanted to talk to him, and he wouldn't pick up the phone to call. So now I'm asking everybody in the United States to call McConnell.
But I think, here's the thing, McConnell is on your side.
He's not doing the right thing here because he knows that by coupling Kate's Law with the sanctuary cities, it's not even going to come to a vote. He knows that. Americans are tired, Dana, of playing this game. They're tired of playing the game, all right? And I'm fed up with the game.
But I don't think that McConnell is your problem. I think the Democrats are your problem.
Of course they are. But you put the Democrats in an untenable position to vote against the law that would say if you're an aggravated felon convicted and you come back after deported, you go to prison. They vote against that, it'll destroy the Democratic Party.
The other thing that they do in growing this bill is they add liability protection for law enforcement. That brought all the law enforcement to endorse the bill, which actually brings more conservative Democrats to the extent that
the way to do this is to do standalone Kate's Law, standalone sanctuary cities. That's the way. Get everybody on the record, and then the Republican Party's got momentum in the next election.
They could give it a shot.
Right, because Americans want Kate's Law. Regular Americans of all parties want it, okay? And they're fed up with all of this politicking, and you can't get a vote on the damn law. I'll tell you what, they don't vote on Kate's Law straight up, they got a problem with me, and a major problem with me.
If they take the vote on it and it doesn't pass because of two Republicans, then what?
I don't believe Senators Flake and Senator Lee have lied to me. I think they're honorable men.
Okay.
I don't believe they would lie to me.
All right, then they should let the leader know that, and they should have a
I think they have let the
strategy.
leader know.
Okay.
All right? I believe they have. So we'll see where it goes from here, but I wanted everybody to know that we're doing what we can. Now it's your turn. McConnell and Feinstein. Let them know what you think. Dana Perino, everybody.
Thank you.
Next on the rundown, Muslim advocacy group mad at Jesse Waters for covering Muslims. That should be an interesting conversation. And later, Jesse will be back with some vintage Waters World footage up ahead.